Texas Image back up 2-1. And London Gray, a middle blocker, will be serving for the Image. That serve had some sink to it. Dumped over, played nicely by Legacy Elite. And tied to 2. Back to serve for the team from Michigan will be Paige Briggs. Signed to Western Kentucky, she'll be a Hilltopper. Chance for a cross-court swing by Phillips. Blocked in the middle. Sent down by Tulos. Point kept alive. And the swing was tapped. Phillips hit it near the net. She'll get another swing. Tried to get some high hands, did she? Yes, she did. And the point for Texas Image. And it's a 3-2 lead for the Image. Back to serve is Sarah Moorhead, the setter. Signed to Harding. Barely cleared the net with her serve. Cross-court set and rolled over by Merzick. Here's a left-handed swing that was dug on a strong effort by Merrick, and the point will eventually go to Legacy Elite. We're tied again. We've been tied at 1, 2, and 3. Jessica Robinson back to serve. Dug by Phillips. On the roll, the swing was delivered by Tulos, and the point goes to Texas Image. Been a high-flying, fast-paced start to set 1 in the 18 Center Championship match. Court 15 here at the Kansas City Convention Center. Serve sent over by Allison Wells. And the point goes over to Legacy Elite. Serving for Legacy, Celia Cullen, setter, who signed to Michigan State. Throws that one high in the air and hammers it over. That one had some sink. Was dug nicely by Miller. And the point put down by Texas. Serving is Jillian Ditz. Libero, Verbal to Tulsa. That one touched several hands, but it was put down on a kill by Merzick. So another tie. We've been tied at every point after that one went to Legacy. I don't believe we've had back-to-back points yet here in our first set. Serving is Merzick. Chance for a swing. It was blocked and sent back, and Texas Image cannot say. Point to Legacy, so they have won back-to-back points, and it's the 6-5 lead. Outside hitter Jessica Merzick serving. Another left-hander. Nope, beg your pardon. Going with the right. High in the air, back towards the seats. Handled nicely by Texas Image. Cross-court set, and a block put down by Emily Merrick for Texas Image. Tennessee, I believe, is her commitment. The point goes to Texas to tie things up at 6, serving for the Image. It's going to be Elizabeth Carroll, the center. Is that one long? Yes, it is. Point to Legacy. Very little separation, as you would expect from two very talented teams here in our 18 championship match. Paige Briggs will be serving for Legacy. Signed to Western Kentucky. Outside hitter, floats one over. Texas Image on the roll, gets the kill from London Gray, Georgia signee. So tied once again, we're even at 7. Sophia Miller, verbal to Arkansas State, serving for Texas Image. block at the net by Texas, but the point goes to Legacy as that one ricocheted. 8-7 lead for the team from Michigan. Here in our first set, 18s for our championship match. Serving is Dowd. Chance for a swing and a kill. Molly Phillips, future Texas Longhorn, gets the point to tie things up at 8. Serving is London Gray, middle blocker. Lets one go towards the back row. Legacy Elite setting up the push shot that it was tapped by Carroll. Sent through the block. I think that was off a knee. And then it's a point for the Image, and a kill, I believe, goes to Gray. Texas Image with a 1-point lead, 9-8 here in set number 1. Gray serving again for Texas. And a powerful kill put down by Robinson. Ties things up again. We're even at 9. We've been tied at every single point, even at 9. Serving is Legacy Elite with Paige Briggs. Elevating for the kill and hammering one down was Azani Teeler, signed to Kentucky. Texas leads by a point, 10-9. Ball ended up at 40 yards down court. Waiting patiently, Sarah Moorhead, the center. She'll punch one over with the left. And a long swing, but it still caught some corner by Robinson. Legacy gets the point to tie things up at 10. Coming in to serve for the Elite is Clara Livingway, a libero from the 2019 class, unsigned at the time being. Lets one go. Sets up a swing and an accurate one on a kill from Molly Phillips. Able to defeat the block, going to the right to get the point for Texas Image. 11-10. Texas in front. Serving is Allison Wells. UT Arlington. Verbal. Going to play for the Mavericks. Serving here in this championship match for the 18s. Sending one towards Legacy Elite, team out of Michigan. Coached by the Cottrells. On the slide, got some hands at the net. Off the hands, point goes to Texas. The block did not work. Texas Image has, I believe, the largest lead here in our first set of 2 points, 12-10. Serving again as well. See if there's an answer, and there is. An emphatic one on a kill from Merzick. Hammering one to the floor to end a 2-0 run. Point goes to Legacy. 12-11, Texas still in front. Celia Cullen, a setter, signed to Michigan State. Serving for Legacy Elite. And a service error, she pounds one into the net. Serving opportunity for Ditz, the libero. Did she put it in play? Yes, she did. She got the ace. So a service error to an ace. Back-to-back points for Texas. Timeout for Legacy Elite. 14-11, by far the biggest separation we have had here in our first set in the championship match for the 18s of the Women's NIT in Kansas City. Janine Smith's Texas Image team out to a 14-11 lead here in our first set. Jillian Ditz has the bottom ball back, ready to serve towards the Legacy Elite team just off their timeout. Here we go. See if the Elites can get an answer. Well, that one was saved by Wells with two hands, put down eventually though by the Elite for their 12th points. 14-12, Texas in front. Serving is Merzick. Pretty good dig to keep that one from hitting the floor from Miller, but the point again goes right back to Legacy. The Texas lead down to 1, 14-13. Merzick serving again for Legacy Elite. Off the hands and out of bounds, unable to dig it was Miller. That's a 3-0 run by Legacy Elite, and we're tied at 14. The last tie we had was a 10. That one ended up in the concession stand, in the nacho dip maybe. Make sure that ball is clean and ready to go for another serve from Merzick, who has had a nice run behind the line for the team from Michigan. Now serving for a chance to give her team a lead again. And again, it wasn't handled by Miller. Another ace, a 4-0 run by Legacy Elite. 15-14 our score. Legacy in front, and we have a timeout. We just had the 14U contest on watchtcs.com. Went to Texas advantage, 25-23, 25-23 over the Wave team from San Diego, California. This, the 18U championship match. The 16s will follow maybe about 10 minutes or so after the conclusion of this one. But for a game that had so many ties, ties at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We watched Texas burn off a nice stretch, but a 4-0 run by Legacy Elite, still serving as Merzick. This one is handled. Now we'll see if Texas can put away the point. Legacy trying to answer. Back row swing by Merzick, and another point to Legacy. They are on a 5-0 run, a 16-14 lead. The serves from Merzick have not been easy to handle for Texas Image. And Texas Image trying to stay in system and get a big point. There's a swing and a kill from Sophia Miller with some hands towards the back, ending that 5-0 run and pulling Texas within a point. 16-15, Legacy Elite with the lead. And again, the volleyball ends up with these 18-year-old players and their power and their swings, and off some hands. Ball may roll for 30, 40 yards before somebody's able to locate it and toss it back. Elizabeth Carroll, the setter, serving. And put down off the hands of Gray for the point going to Legacy. 17-15, the Elite in front. Serving is Hannah Grant, the libero, signed to Michigan State. Barely cleared the net. Dug by Wells. Miller ready to play it over. Heading to the back row. Nice dig. Dug by Briggs. And the point goes to Texas. Back to within a point. 17-16, Legacy Elite with the lead. Last lead for Texas was at 14-13. Trying to tie things up again. Sophia Miller serving for Texas. Dug by Briggs. There's a set and a swing from Robinson, got some hands. Played back over by Phillips. On we go. Strong swing and a kill from Merzick. So a big role in this first set. 18-16, Legacy Elite with the lead. Played at 25, must win by 2, best 2 out of 3. This championship match for the 18s. Serving is down. From the middle. Was it put down? Point goes to Legacy. London Gray and Texas started to celebrate, thinking maybe they had the point. Instead, Legacy now up by 3. Timeout goes to Texas. 19-16. Legacy with the lead. Again, the 18 championship match here in Kansas City. We have 77 courts, a bulk of them at this convention center, a few off-site, 580 teams, and in just 6 years this event has gone from 5 teams to 580. It's amazing to see the number of college coaches that have signed the logo or their decal on the wall near the entrance, providing a very visual sense in just how many college coaches are here, either to look at young talent or even to watch those that have signed or committed to their programs. Dowd serving for the Legacy Elite. That one was near the net, but it was played over by Carroll, so the point goes to Legacy, and all of a sudden their lead has grown to 4 points. A 3-0 run has made this a 20-16 lead. Serving again is Dowd. And hammered to the floor, and a kill near the middle was London Gray, ending that 4-0 run and giving Texas a much needed point. It is 20-17. Back to serve is Gray for Texas Image. See if Texas has a run in them or whether Legacy is able to answer. Block at the net. Point goes to Texas. Phillips, one of those participating in that double block. 20-18. Back-to-back points for Texas Image. Cullen tries to set it up. The swing from Robinson goes for a kill off some hands. It's a 3-point lead again for Legacy after that 2-point run by Texas Image. And Legacy getting a little bit closer. My goodness, what a swing from Teeler. Able to get up high above that rim and pound it straight to the floor. (21-19), Texas trailing but serving towards the elites, and the service error gives a free point to Legacy. 22-19. In to serve is Livingway, the libero. Replacing Robinson, left-hander. Has her serve played nicely. The tip goes up over the block, handled by Legacy. Pretty good dig executed by Ditz. Oh, what an effort. Saved by Ditz, but the point ends up to Legacy. Great athleticism on that point, but it's now a 23-19 lead for Legacy Elites. Block at the net by Legacy. Results in another swing for Molly Phillips, and a kill and a point for Texas Image. A much needed point to make this 23-20. Texas trailing but serving with Molly Phillips. Phillips sends one to the back row, but it's long. And the service error moves Legacy to set point with a 24-20 lead. Serving for the win, Celia Cullen, future Spartan. Throws that one high in the air before she hammers one that was handled by Phillips. Off the slide, the hit by Tulos. And a much needed point, crucial for Texas to stay alive in set one, pulling to within 3. Ditz, the libero, verbal to Tulane. serving for Texas Image. Here comes the swing, and it's a kill, and Legacy Elite wins the first set 25-21. So many ties until Legacy started to pull away around the 20-point plateau. They win it 25-21. We'll switch sides and get ready for set number 2 at our championship match for the 18s from the Women's NIT in Kansas City. Almost ready for set number 2. We've been talking about some of the many activities that Triple Crown has presented between the college camps. 16 of those sold out on Friday, available only for the players and coaches. 4 to 5 Division I head coaches there for each camp, an uncommitted camp, a youth camp. There's also a college coach social dinner. Club coaches, college coaches were there, presented by Rocks Volleyball. Provides a great opportunity for the club coaches to interact even further. Some of the college coaches, the many that are here this entire weekend. Everything pushing or culminating towards today, with these teams wrapping up play and for a select few in these championship matches. In our 18s, the first set went to Legacy 25-21. So we've switched sides. Legacy in the black uniforms, Texas Image in the white. And a do-or-die set for Texas Image. Personnel just about in place for set number 2, and serving will be Texas Image and Elizabeth Carroll. Here we go in set 2. Pushed over. And down. What a kill from Teeler. She had one of those in the first set where she almost looked like she slammed it through like a basketball. First point goes to Texas Image here in set 2. Carroll serving again. Played backwards, sent over on the free ball by Briggs. Another swing, another kill for Azani Teeler, signed to Kentucky. Texas Image needs to win this set. A good start, a 2-0 lead. Serving again is Carroll. Verbal towards Northeastern, I believe. And there's a kill for Legacy Elite and Jessica Robinson to put the Elite on the board here in set 2. Madison Dowd, the setter, serving for Legacy. High bump set. And the swing from Sophia Miller, a point of kill. Texas Image with a 3-1 lead. Rolled over. Played by Carroll. Got some hands, but it's another kill. Azani Teeler taken over a bit early in set 2. We're going to prompt a timeout by Legacy Elite. It is a 4-1 lead for Texas Image. And Legacy Elite claimed set one 25-21, but it's a 4-1 lead for Texas Image here in set two. And again, timeout on the floor. After the timeout, serving again for Texas will be Sophia Miller. This team coached by Janine Smith. Tough serve to handle. Dug by Briggs. Hammered over by Robinson. Waiting for that one to come down from the rafters. Poked over by Phillips. Sent back from the middle on an attack from Merzick. And the dig didn't quite work off the hands of Dow. The point goes to Texas Image as they enlarge their lead to 5-1. Miller, Arkansas State verbal. Trying to put our Texas Image team on a nice run. Dumped over. And the point belongs to Cullen and Legacy Elite. A much needed point for Legacy. It's a 5-2 Texas lead. Serving is Paige Briggs. Outside hitter, signed to Western Kentucky. Nearly had an ace. Poked over, sent down, point goes to Legacy. Briggs serving again. Chance for a kill. Was it put down? Yes, it was by Molly Phillips. (6-3) our score. Texas leading and serving. Image's London Gray back. Set by Cullen. Was it put down? No. High in the rafters. Bump set from Grant. A swing from Merzick. Saved from going into the crowd. Dug by Grant. Sent over with a tip from Merzick, and it's down for a point from Legacy Elite. And the Elite trying to climb back into this one. It's a 6-4 set two. Again, Legacy won set one 25-21. Back to serve is Robinson. Blocked at the net. Poked over, and the point to Legacy. I'm sure if that was Taylor Venuto. May very well have been. It's a 6-5 set. Robinson serving again. Got some hands. Nice save by Legacy. Played over by Robinson. She's going to have to try and save again. Sent over by Dowd. A lot of hands, a swing from Venuto. A near block at the net. Merzick had it sent back. A physical point won by Texas Image. (7-5) our score. Texas with the lead, and serving will be Sarah Moorhead, the setter. We're on court 15 of the Kansas City Convention Center. A service there gets a free point to Legacy Elite. Celia Cullen set to serve. The setter for Legacy Elite, this team out of Michigan, coached by the Cottrells, Jennifer and Ricky. Our championship match for the 18s here in Kansas City. That went up in the rafters. Handled well by Miller. Tipped over, saved by Legacy Elite. A swing was blocked at the nets. Gonna set up another try. No, just a dump over. Double hit. And the point to Texas Image. Allison Wells serving for the Image. Handled by Briggs. Sent over by Merzick with the tip. But the point goes to Image. She could not keep it in play. Image serving with a 3-point lead here in set 2, needing to win this one to force a third set and put down from the middle by Venuto. Jessica Merzick, outside hitter, serving for Legacy Elite. Barely cleared the net. Tough one to handle. Play by Texas Image. Swing from Miller. Sent back from the middle by Venuto. She couldn't get it over the net, and it's down for a point to the Texas Image. Their lead back to 3 at 10-7. Jillian Ditz, the libero, serving for the Image. Is it long? Yes, it is. Service there, point to Legacy. Hannah Grant, the libero. Signed to Michigan State, serving for Legacy Elite. That one's up there near the net. Pushed down by Robinson. Played by Texas Image. Good dig by Merzick. Going to lead to a swing from Briggs. On we go for this point. And down for the Texas Image point. Several physical swings from Robinson. She didn't get the kill. Trying to answer is Sophia Miller. Sent over by Briggs. On we go for this point. What a swing by Severance. Signed to Miami of Ohio. Point to Legacy Elite. 11-9. Texas with the lead. Madison Dowd serving for Legacy Elite. Cross-court set was a little bit wide, and that went behind the antenna. So a point goes to Legacy. (12-9) our score. No, 11-10, I beg your pardon. 11-10. That point goes to Texas. Touch near the net. 12-10 now. Texas with a 2-point lead and serving Sophia Miller. Texas must win set 2 here in our championship match for the 18s. From the middle row, tapped over by Merzick. Dump didn't quite work. Swing from Briggs. Now a chance, but blocked by Legacy. Set up and over, a little off speed from Teeler. And the lead back to 3, 13-10 for Texas Image. Run off the last 2 points. Miller serving again. Rolled over by Briggs. And down for a much needed point for Legacy Elite, ending the 2-0 run and pulling back to within 2 points. Paige Briggs, we've seen her at the net. Now she's back behind the line, serving to Texas Image. Free ball played over. Wasn't handled at the net by Legacy. They'll play it over. Now a chance for a swing from Texas Image. And the point goes to Texas. It was blocked down, but it makes it a 14-11 lead for Texas Image. And it'll send London Gray back to serve. So the Image serving with a 3-point lead here in set 2, a set they must have to force a third. Dumped over by Cullen. Apparently we're still alive. Up at the net, Molly Phillips tried to poke it down. And getting the 15th point for Texas Image, and that will force a break on the floor. So Texas Image has won the last 2 points, leading 15-11. Timeout here in set 2 of our championship match for the 18s. Here we go after the timeout. London Gray back to serve. Texas in front, 15-11. Legacy Elite looking for a rally here in this second set. Setting up for the swing, nearly getting the kill was Phillips. Played nicely by Legacy Elite, but the point will eventually go to Texas Image. 16-11. And when Legacy needs an answer, they go to Jessica Merzick. So Legacy Elite hanging around, only down 4, 16-12. A chance to serve now from Clara Livingway, the libero. Clip the net and down for an ace. Those are almost impossible to navigate. See if she can get another one. This one played in the back row by Molly Phillips. Cross-court swing and a kill put down by Teeler. 17-13, Texas Image. Serving is Moorhead. Good set gives Merzick a swing, but it's blocked back. I believe Rachel Tulos got a hand on it for the point that goes to Texas Image. Their lead has grown to 5 at 18-13. There was a bit of a joust at the net. Molly Phillips had the position. And the lead has grown to 6, 19-13. She got the termination right at the net. And a service error from Moorhead provides a point for Legacy Elite. Again, Legacy won the first set, 25-21. Texas Image trying to claim this second. Serving is Cullen for Legacy. Team out of Michigan. Powerful serve with some spin. Handled by Texas. Sent back over by Phillips. Here comes the swing from the pin by Severance. Phillips couldn't get the kill. Merzick with the tip. Left-handed swing and a point for Texas. Tipped at the net. Lead has grown to 20-14. Serving is Allison Wells. Merzick had that one sent back. Competition near the net for the ball. Sent over by Severance. Left-handed swing from the sideline by Merrick. Adds another point. 7-point lead, 21-14. Texas Image. Wells back to serve again for the team out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, the Grand Prairie area in the Metroplex. Mercick thought she had the kill, and the point does go to Legacy. The celebration started just a bit early. 15th point for Legacy, but they're still down 6. 21-15. Serving is Jessica Mercick, signed to Michigan. Setting up for the tip was Miller. Played backwards by Legacy. Dug out of the back row by Wells. Legacy setting up for a bump set. Briggs with the hit. Did she get it in? (22-15). Texas Image with the lead after the point. And Legacy running out of time here in set 2. And the lead has grown to 8, 23-15. Poked over. Texas Image looking for a few more. Ball was ricocheted around, but it couldn't be dug by Cullen with a dive, and Texas Image at set point, 24-15. Nice save by Legacy. Sent over. Is that out? Yes, it is. Point to Legacy. Legacy remains alive, but down 24-16. Serving is Hannah Grant. Trying to play it out of the net, and they can do so. Texas Image wins the second set, 25-16, to force a third here in the championship match for the 18s. The Triple Crown NIT from the Convention Center in Kansas City. We'll be back for set 3 right after this. Barricade this anymore before someone breaks a leg. They'll keep jumping, climbing through here, climbing over, climbing. Back in Kansas City, court 15 of the Convention Center in downtown on what has been a cold weekend, but certainly some intensity inside this building, with 580 teams competing on 77 courts. And this has been high-level volleyball for this 18U championship match. Set 1 went to Legacy Elite 25-21. Set 2 went to Texas Image 25-16. And here we go with set 3. 16s will follow about 10 minutes or so after the conclusion of this one. But what an answer provided by Texas Image in set 2. They pulled away and controlled almost from the very beginning. Legacy Elite will serve to begin our third set with Hannah Grant. What a dig. And Legacy Elite able to get the first point. Quite a dig by Grant, I believe, throwing a strong swing from Texas Image. So Grant back to serve again. Played by Phillips before it got to the floor, but into the net. Another point for Legacy Elite. First two quick points going to the team from Michigan. Chance for Grant to string together some points behind the service line. And an answer from Sophia Miller, and the first point for the Texas Image on that kill. So Miller back to serve as well for the Image. Clipped the net and down for a service ace. First 2 points went to Legacy here in our third set. The following two right back to Texas Image. So our first tie, and serving again is Sophia Miller, the outside hitter, committed to Arkansas State. Competition at the net. Merzick got a swing and also gets the point. Legacy regains the lead at 3-2 here in set 3. Madison Dowd, an unsigned setter on this Legacy team from the 2019 class, serving for the Elite. Dug by Ditz. Strong swing, was it in? Did it get some hands? Point goes to Legacy. Texas Image initially thought maybe that point belonged to them, but instead it's a 4-2 lead for Legacy, and serving is Dowd again. Sent backwards on a nice block from the middle. Cross-court swing results in a point. So Texas able to get the point, pull within one, and back to serve as London Gray. Set up by Cullen. The swing from Robinson, and an answer from Legacy, and a 5-3 lead. Jessica Merzick serving again, the outside hitter from the 2020 class on this Elite team. What a kill coming out of the corner by Teeler. Texas Image needed that point to pull back within one at 5-4. Sarah Moorhead serving for the Texas Image. Set went behind the head, but no termination from Robinson. Played over by Texas. Another swing for Legacy Elite from Paige Briggs. And that point makes it a 6-4 Legacy lead. Livingway serving for Legacy to Texas. Legacy, after losing set 2, out to a 6-4 lead here in our third set. Quite a crowd is assembled all the way around this court. Fans standing and sitting. High-level volleyball in this championship match for the 18s. That one got some hands. Saved by Merzick as she was over near the bench. A swing from Phillips. See who gets a chance here. A left-handed effort from the pin. Mary couldn't put it down, but Legacy does get the point. 2 in a row by Legacy. Their lead has grown to 7-4. Timeout here in our third set. Legacy Elite winning 25-21 to start things. Texas Image with a resounding answer in set 2, 25-16. 7-4 the score, with Legacy Elite out of Michigan leading in our third set. And after the timeout, we're back with Legacy serving. Living way again. Pokes one over with a left hand. See what Texas can do for an answer. Tulos couldn't get that up over the net. And the lead has grown to 4. We'll switch sides at 8-4 with Legacy Elite with the lead in set 3. Championship match for the 18s here at the Convention Center in downtown Kansas City, Missouri. So Living Way has been behind that service line now for a few minutes, even switching sides as she will send one over towards the Image. Sent over the hands by Phillips. Briggs tried to tip it over, but it's down, and the point goes to Texas Image, and they needed that one to make it a 3-point third set. Allison Wells ready to serve for Texas, trailing by 3. Set 3 here from the championship match for the 18s. Legacy looking to add to its lead. Off the curl was Venuto. On the slide, couldn't put it down. All of a sudden, Texas Image has won back-to-back points to make this 8-6 for another timeout, as the points become much more precious as they work towards a verdict here in our third set and this match. Texas Image, after winning the second set in convincing fashion, they have not led here in the third. There was a tie at 2, but we have not had a tie since. 2 straight points by Texas Image has made this 8-6. But another timeout on the floor, and we'll see what transpires here in our final few points to determine a winner. Again, the crowd has encircled this floor and this court, in addition to court 16 next door, for some high-level volleyball, with one talented player after another already committed or signed or verbaled to their respective schools. Allison Wells serving for Texas Image. They're on a 2-0 run. Soft float serve. Tipped over by Briggs. Bump set. Sets up Miller. Played by Legacy from the back row. Mersick went into the block, into the net, to the point for Texas Image. That's a 3-0 run. Wells serving again for Texas Image. Dumped over. It was saved by Ditz. What a dig by Mersick towards the back. A swing from Briggs. Kept alive by Texas Image. Dowd had the dig. There was a whistle. And the point again belongs well, here's a serve opportunity for Texas Image. After that whistle, stop play. Put down. And we are tied for the first time since it was 2 apiece, tied at 8 after Texas Image has run off 4 straight points. Wells serving again. She's on a nice run. See if Legacy has an answer. Bump set from Ditz, but the point given to Legacy. (9-8) after that point goes to Legacy. And they're back in front. Texas has not had a lead in the third set. That was an opportunity, but now Legacy serving with a 1-point lead. Handled nicely by Ditz. Cross-court set, swing from Briggs. Hit the antenna, point Texas Image. And we're tied at 9. Libero Jillian Ditz serving for Texas Image. Antenna getting some work. Ball hit that antenna, so before play resumes, make sure that's in place. Housekeeping. We're not quite ready to go just yet. Now we are in the serve from Ditz. Strong swing, good dig, but it goes wide, and the kill, I believe, was Paige Briggs. And the point to Legacy Elite. (10-9) Legacy leading. Briggs with the serve. Dug by Miller. Miller's going to try and play it over with the right hand. Ball was sent over by Venuto. Another swing from Merrick. A block at the net. And the lead has grown to 2 for Legacy. Back-to-back points, the 11-9 Legacy Elite with the lead. Timeout here in our third set. As we get towards crunch time with Texas Image winning set 2, 25-16. Legacy after their 4-point win in set 1. Back to a lead here at 11-9 in this championship match for the 18s, the women's NIT. Brought to you by Triple Crown, sponsored by Baden here at the Kansas City Convention Center. So Legacy Elite a 2-point lead, Texas Image. And it's down for a point from Legacy. (11-10) our score. 11-10. Legacy with the lead. Did it get some hands? Indeed it did, and the point goes to Legacy Elite at 12-10. Serving for Legacy is Hannah Grant. The tip went up and over from Teeler. Kept alive by Legacy. Chance for a swing from Miller. Point to Texas Image. Back to a 1-point set, 12-11. Legacy with the lead, Texas serving. And Sophia Miller trying to find a point that might tie up this third set. There's the swing from Robinson. Point Legacy, 13-11. And now the points really becoming precious as Legacy will send Madison Dowd, the setter, back to serve, a chance to take another step closer towards winning. Powerful kill, played back over on a free ball. Another swing from Audrey Nowles from Texas. Down for a point to make this 13-12. So now's the outside hitter, verbal to TCU, got the kill, I believe. And another serve from Gray. Off Gray's hands, the point to Legacy, 14-12. Jessica Merzick has been behind that service line, it feels like, time and time again here today in this match. Signed to Michigan, back to serve. This one's going to end up in the crowd, and that's going to do it. The Legacy Elite wins the 18 championship, 15-12 in set 3. Winning off this final set to win the match. So Legacy Elite claiming the first set 25-21. Set 2 went to the Texas Image 25-16. Set 3 to Legacy Elite by a score of 15-12. So congratulations to the ladies out of Michigan, the Cottrells, the coaches. They win the NIT here in Kansas City. So we've had the 14U contest already, won by Texas Advantage. 18s go to Legacy Elite, with the 16s yet to come in a few minutes on this court at watchtcs.com. So one more match to go here from Kansas City. And we'll step aside after this one went to Legacy Elite 2-1.